It's Week 12 of the National Football League.
And coming up, we'll see the dynamic Alvin Kamara, your standard at running back this season, pacing the league in rushing.
It's the Saints and the Hawks on Monday Night Prime Time.
We've all waited long enough to get here. It's time for some football as we welcome you to the NFL on EA Sports. Thanks for joining us, everyone. With my partner, Brock Heward, I'm Kate Scott. And like so many matchups in the NFL, Brock, our focus goes right to the quarterbacks in this one. Both of these guys, players who've been around the league now for some time, they've definitely established themselves as veterans who know how to win football games.
Yeah, I think the word of the day, Kate, is definitely experience. Two guys who've been through the season several times over, have seen a lot at this point in their career, and been through quite a bit on the field. All that experience is stored up there right between the ears. And the one who is more skilled at leveraging that experience, more than likely is going to come away with the win.
Ball is teed up. Chris Boswell to do the honors. And away we go from Lumen Field. Return coming from the 6. And a decent return ends as they bring him down inside the 30. So out come the Seahawks for their first offensive possession. And leading them out, someone playing at a high level over a decade after entering the league. He's got a Super Bowl to his name. It's Russell Wilson.
Just an all-around great performance from him last week, Kate, in the win. Those 2 touchdowns he had played a big part in the victory, no question. But so did keeping it clean, not throwing a pick. You want to become friendly with your own defense? Make sure they don't have any extra possessions to defend. He did his job, and so did his teammates.
Completed to his running back. We'll head out of bounds after a small gain. 8 yards to go. Let's see how they approach this second down. They'll run it here with Bijan Robinson. And that's good yardage there with a new set of downs to boot.
Ooh, I like that. I really like that execution to move the chains. Now that third down call that they had ready, well, they could stick it right back in their pocket for a later occasion.
Hauled in left side. He'll work it a couple of yards past the line. Tackle made by Jeff Okuda. 8 yards to go. Let's see how they approach this second down.
At their 49-yard line.
Robinson a first down and more. And they finally bring him down, but that is a big gain and a new set of downs. We'll get a stoppage now. Looks like we have someone banged up after that run in need of some attention. They kick the running back in motion. First down throw from Wilson. Oh my, it's intercepted in the end zone. Look at Xavier Woods in there to pick it off.
They'll take over first and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
They're out and set, first and 10. This is Alvin Kamara with it. In the middle holds. They don't get anything on the run. The rookie out of Washington making that tackle. Second and 10. Need to get some positive yardage here. 2 now from the gun. Got a man. It's Thomas. And this one does not go far.
It's not just imperative that a quarterback knows man or zone. Same thing for a receiver, especially on a drag route. When he sees zone coverage like that, just settle down, find the soft spot, and give your quarterback a chance.
Oh, missed that one, and he knew it. Put it behind his guy, and now it's fourth down.
There's the importance of staying in phase as a defender. He was all over him in coverage, and that really did help force the incompletion.
Punt team is on now, and they get this away. Looking to return from the 29. And before that return amounts to much, they bring him down. The Seahawks and running back Bijan Robinson getting set to begin another drive. And he's been carrying a great campaign now into the heart of this season. He's hitting top 5 in rushing yardage. The Seahawks in good field position to start this drive off as they head up to the line. First and 10. Motioning the tight end now. First down, here's Russ. Flushed out of the pocket. Oh, he was on the move, but so was the defense, and they take him down. And the big play drives them backwards. Second down coming up.
at the 32-yard line.
Another try following the sack. And he doesn't see a window he likes, so he just got rid of that one. It brings up third down.
This is why we hear about closing speed so often when you evaluate players. You know, once he senses the pressure, he's getting rid of that ball. It takes a player who can close quickly to get to him before it's released and alter that throw.
Throw left side, and Gesicki has it. And he'll push this upfield and earn them a new set of downs. Football on that 47-yard line, first down. Here's Robinson up the middle. And he's going to be brought down after reaching the 43.
Well, that doesn't net a first down. You get yards like that in the run game, you will take it in the NFL.
Running back, motioning right. That's brought in. It's his back, Ray Davis. And the defense gets there to force a small loss.
That just might be a throw he regretted as soon as you let it go. I know that feeling. He was doing all he could to find a completion down the field, but they were all over that check down and ready to turn it into a negative play.
And he's caught behind the line for a loss. Here comes Bryce Baringer to handle the fourth down punt. And he's got a good chance to really stick him deep his first time out. He was only needed twice in last week's win, and he gets this one away. So this one will go out of bounds, and they'll start the drive inside their own 30. Offense ready to begin this drive, first and 10. Shotgun snap now to Tagovailoa. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free, incomplete. No dice on that prior pass. Here's second down. Throwing again. Here's Tua. Has him on the quick hitter. And he's brought down after a nice gain and a first down.
I'm sure coach, the play caller, doesn't mind making the job a little bit easier. You know, play calling's a lot simpler and easier when you count on the offense to move the chains on those early downs.
He's on the move. That's Thomas. He's got it. Give him 15 yards on the pickup there. And that's good for a New Orleans first down. New set of downs for him from the 46.
44, ready.
Sticking to the air, it's Tagovailoa. Escapes the pocket. Now we'll try a deep shot down the left side. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete. Couldn't connect on first. It's second down.
Solo left Zion. Solo left Zion.
To the air yet again. Tagovailoa. Throw complete to Juszczyk. Decent gain here, but short of the first. Following that completion, remember the O-line looks to be in some pain. They're headed out to take a look at him now. Third and a lone yard coming up.
All right.
Running behind center with Kamara. And that's good yardage with a new set of downs.
Win the early battle. Get a little leverage. Low man wins off the line, and that's all that was needed to ensure that first down right there.
Still on the move, coming to the line for first and 10.
Go ahead. Out.
Another run for Kamara. And he's taken down with a short gain to the 25. A look at his numbers on the ground from last week here. Second down now, 7 to go.
Ready.
They'll run the toss to Kamara. Has a big hole left. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, New Orleans. The Saints go up 6-0 here in the first. Alvin Kamara, the touchdown. Well, Brock started small at first, but then he found that lane, and it was a race to the end zone from that point on.
And it takes a little bit of everybody. How many times do we hear these coaches tell us, if you're going to get a run play for a big gain, it takes the whole group. All 10 of them around him have to do their job. Got to block up front. Receivers got to block on the perimeter. They all get it done, and a big chunk run follows.
That one splits the uprights. And the Saints will jump out to a 7-0 lead. Now Boswell on to send this away. Patterson now to return it. Good looking return here, and he's got room. And great starting field position here as they bring him down beyond the 40. That's the end of our first quarter. 3 more to go still on Monday night. Neither side separating much so far. More from Lumen Field in just a minute. About set for the second quarter. Seahawks football here. They have 1st and 10. Drive begins with a run. It's Robinson. And all he can get is 1 yard. Ran that right into the defensive front.
Hey, we know running the ball in the NFL is hard, and that play pretty indicative of it. Here's the key, though. At the end of the game, those type of plays got to be in the minority, and the majority have got to do some damage.
Got a man. It's Gesicki. And he gets across midfield and into Saints territory.
The goal of that little drag route is to get him for at least a minimal gain with space to add after that. That picked up a good chunk, and it was nearly a big play.
Wilson throwing 3rd and 1. Able to hit Robinson, complete. Give him 3 on that gain. And the Seahawks will have a 1st down. New set of downs for him from the 46. 1st and 10, a run to Robinson. He's forward, gets a couple of yards. That was Darius Williams on the tackle. Only 2 yards, and it brings up 2nd and 8. Play action, it's Wilson. He gets this one to Smith-Schuster. And he's brought down at about that 27-yard line. They'll keep this drive moving and come to the line for 1st and 10.
And that's good for the Seahawks.
Russ off the play fake. Buying some time left. He takes it himself. And not much doing. He stopped quickly. They'll come to the line here, 2nd and 9. From the gun, it's Robinson. And the defense is all over this one for a big loss.
I talked to a bunch of different GMs, Kate, especially around draft time, and they all say the same thing. Linebackers are so hard to find. It's hard to transition from the college game that's in so much space to this game where you've got to play in a phone booth, yet have that explosiveness to chase a play on the outside down like that linebacker just did. That is a DB's best friend, pressure. That pressure earned that incompletion. They came in before he could find a target and hit him to alter that last-second attempt to get rid of it. A dependable kicker, man, that is a coach's best friend. Saves him so much stress to have a guy he can really trust to go out and hit it from that distance consistently. Because from that far out, no kick is a guarantee.
We've got a good one here. They've cut the lead to 4 as they send it away. Here's a return from the 7. Finds some space. He's past the 30. They track him down, but a nice return in the end there, Brock. He's up to the 38. The Saints are back on offense. Tua Tagovailoa out there once again. And as we play through November, you can see that this hot start has continued. He's the NFL's leader in touchdown passes. Finds him over the middle. And that's good yardage there with a new set of downs to boot. 1st and 10 from a yard shy of midfield. Tagovailoa now working from the gun. Getting out to his left. Falls to the ground out left, incomplete. First time this game they've looked to him. And we'll see what they do here on 2nd down. Counter give to Kamara. And he drives this across midfield and down into enemy territory. There's 5 on that play. They need 5 more now on 3rd down. Now 2 at a throw. Flush down out to his left. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact. So they offer the shorter pass later in the progression on that play, Brock, but man, the defense took that away too.
Well, what they tell us yesterday in those production meetings, nothing comes easy. No easy completions from shots down the field to those checkdowns to the running back. Wanted to make this offense earn everything, and they just did.
Rolling left, buying some time. And on 4th down, that one won't work. It's incomplete. So the defense rises to the challenge and gives the ball back to their offense. Robinson on the inside give. And he drives into a pile of defenders and is stopped right at the line. 2nd and 10, need to get some positive yardage here. Russ now from the gun. He's on the move. He's on the move. And he wisely avoids contact, sliding down there, and that played good enough for a first. They'll move the chains after that pickup of 12. That's the 2-minute warning in what has been a defensive battle. The Seahawks working here. They'll head up 1st and 10 from the 42. Wilson now from the gun. Won't make the play on that one. It hits the deck, incomplete. No dice on that prior pass. Here's 2nd down. From the gun, it's Wilson. Got his target, it's Baker. And he's going to get it out past the 40 before he goes out. And the Saints going to the dime package here, 3rd down. Here's Wilson. Finds his target, Robinson. And he nearly takes it to the red zone before going out. They'll come up 1st and 10.
And that's good for a Seahawks.
Taking the handoff, now Wilson. And he's there to send that one away, incomplete. Took his shot at 6 that time. And now they face 2nd down. Russ is cooking again. Completes this one to Baker. And he's going to be stopped at the 17-yard line. All plays on the table here for 3rd and 3. Once more, it's Wilson. Dump off caught by his back. And he takes this one down to the 10 before hitting that sideline. They'll break the huddle and come up on 1st and goal.
That's another Seahawks.
Wilson to throw again. Oh, no touchdown. It's intercepted. Darius Williams with the INT. And the Saints get it as he records yet another interception in a career campaign.
You know, Kate, one of the tenets of the West Coast system that I was fortunate to play in, touchdown to check down. Touchdown to check down. You get in the red zone, it's touchdown to check down. You can't put the ball in harm's way. That's a brilliant job by the defense with their coverage, baiting the quarterback into the throw. But you got to sail that one into the stands. Touchdown or check down. You can't possibly give an interception in that situation. Well, he was supposed to be the one who chipped away a few and got a new set of downs started right in rhythm. Instead, he's now forced to pick himself from behind the line thanks to a great effort defensively.
Makes the grab in bounds left side. They pick up 20 yards there. And the Saints are going to have a 1st down. So at halftime, the Saints fighting to an advantage on the road. Now we'll jump from the West Coast to the East Coast, down to our studios in Orlando. Jonathan Coachman standing by with our EA Sports Halftime Report.
All right, Kate, thanks very much. As mentioned, this is the EA Sports Halftime Report. Time to take a look around the NFL and find out what's going on this fine Sunday. We'll get started up at Paycor Stadium in Cincinnati, where it was the visiting Titans who were able to walk away with the road victory. Bryce Young, terrific in the win, as his guys upped their mark to 7-4 with the victory. From there, let's head off and check out a second game. And they were losers in that one as they fall to the visiting Denver Broncos. Jalen Hurts, terrific in the win, as his guys upped their mark to 7-4 with the victory. Finally, let's get down to Houston. Check on the Texans at home at NRG Stadium. And they were victorious in that one over the visiting Jacksonville Jaguars. Lamar Jackson, excellent in the victory, as his guys pushed their record up to 8-3 on the year. We just watched a solid first half from the veteran running back, Alvin Kamara. He had a touchdown run that helped get his guys this halftime lead. These two teams heading out of the tunnel. We're ready to get back to it. For the call of the second half, here is the great Kate T. Scott. Kate, these two teams making their final adjustments for the second half ahead. It's time to get back at it. For the call, let's rejoin Kate Scott and Brock Heward.
As always, a hat tip to Coach for his hard work during the break, as we're happy to welcome y'all back for the start of our third quarter. As this at the 6. The Saints and running back Alvin Kamara trotting back out to the field. And among his touchdowns out of the backfield this season, this one is notable. On that last drive, he hit a benchmark that he's been pushing for. They'll get this drive started. First and 10.
Hey, 21 TA.
Running back sent in motion. Gets it ahead, has about 5 yards. Making the tackle there, Joey Bosa. Everyone's prepped. It's second down now.
Hey, come on, two. Out.
Back to throw. Here's Tagovailoa. Escapes out to the left. Now here he goes. And he slides down with enough to pick up that first. New slated downs to approach here from the 40.
Get set.
Kamara now on first and 10. And he'll push this upfield and earn them a new set of downs. Football on that 47-yard line, first down. They stay on the ground with Kamara. And they get there to take him down right around the 41. After a good pickup, they've got second and 4.
Go ahead. Watch it, Oscar.
Out of the gun, Tagovailoa. Couldn't connect right side, it's incomplete.
That is normally a gimme for this offense, these short throws. But the defense, well, they had just enough influence on that play to force the incompletion.
Throwing on third, Tagovailoa. He has the first over the middle. And he gets down to the 24 before he stopped. That play good for 17 and a first down.
Good offenses. Okay, good play callers know how to utilize their personnel. They know where they wanted him. They wanted him on a route in space where he could make that initial play comfortably, but then go to work after.
First down, here's Tua. That's caught. Rashid Shaheed makes the play. And he's tackled after gaining a handful. After a good pickup, they've got second and 4. Kamara gets it. And the hit stops him cold. Wow, he maybe got back to the line. The Hawks dialing up the nickel D here, third down. Here's Tagovailoa. This is reeled in by Kamara. And he's brought down a little short. No, actually they do give him the 10-yard line. 8 yards on the gain, and the drive continues forward. They have themselves another first and 10. Shotgun snap now to Tagovailoa. This throw is cut. And that tackle stops him after a solid gain.
Every once in a while, it's fine to be conservative on first down, especially when you get enough to stay on schedule and get a little something coming out of it, too.
Catch is made in close. It's a New Orleans touchdown. Well, in a close game, they needed somebody to make that type of play. Now it pushes their lead to a couple of scores and makes a comeback that much more difficult.
You know, Kate, their offense did its part and padded the lead. Now it's up to this defense to make this two-score lead hold up and carry it across the finish line.
Now Boswell on to send this away. Return coming from the 6. Finds some space, he's past the 30. And he goes out of bounds, short at the 45, but still in excellent shape across the 40. The Seattle offense eager to get back on the field. It's a 14-3 ball game as they take over following the score. Here's a give to Robinson. And he's down. Looks like they made the stop at the 46-yard line. They come through with a nice gain of 10 and a first down. New set of downs for him from the 46.
First and 10 at the 46-yard line.
An option give to Robinson. And he's brought down after a nice gain and a first down. It's a new set of downs for him at the 32.
That's good for a Seattle Seahawks.
First down, and they go right back to him. And he runs into a wall there. Multiple defenders ready to stop him cold at the line. Second and 10, need to get some positive yardage here.
And 10 at the Saints' 32-yard line.
Another carry for Robinson. And they bring him down. Looks like he got it to the 27. Here they come. This is 3rd and 5. So now they're going to throw with Wilson. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete. Hit arrived as the ball did to break things up. And that leaves them with 4th and 5.
A 44-yard attempt.
Badgley able to knock it through. And that brings the deficit back within a score, 8 points.
Inspiring a bunch of confidence in himself right there, Kate. Second time they brought him out for a field goal, and second time, well, he's knocked it right through. Trust is earned in a number of different ways on the field, but that's the best way to gain it as a kicker.
And he's going to make this to the 28 before going down. The offense returning to the field now as we get a look at their wideouts. To no one's surprise, Brock, they lead in this one, and that lines up with the type of performances that we've seen from them during this 10-game winning streak. Drive starts out with a 1st and 10. They're going to start on the ground with Kamara. And he found some running room for a nice gain. Good run, gets him 7. That brings up 2nd and 3.
So much to like about that run, Kate, particularly what he was able to get out of it. The defense, I think, feels a little fortunate they were able to track him down before an even bigger run and crossing that first down marker.
Now after the run, we see some trainers headed out for an injured player who was shaken up. They'll head up 1st and 10 from the 42. A tight end in motion now. Here's a give inside to Kamara. And he's able to reach that midfield stripe after some solid running. Good rip on first down. That brings up 2nd and 2.
20, TX.
They kick the running back in motion. Escapes the pocket. Now he and someone stepped in. It's intercepted. And the Seahawks are going to have it after his 2nd interception of the season. And the drive will start out with a 1st and 10. Here's Robinson up the middle. And he's going to get this up to the 26 before being taken down. Halfway to the marker, it's 2nd and 5.
It's a gain of 5. Brings up 2nd and 5.
Only 1 quarter remains in our final game of the week. That's the end of the 3rd. It's the Seahawks with possession, needing to erase that deficit in a hurry. Halfway to the marker, it's 2nd and 5. Staying with Robinson. And he'll get it up to the 27. They manage a single yard that time. They're going to have to solve 3rd down and 4.
A gain of a yard on the play. Brings up 3rd and 4.
Shotgun snap for Wilson. Oh, brother, it's another interception. And the Saints get the football as he makes his 3rd interception of this season. Well, Brock, if you like defense, you are loving what you're seeing right now. Consecutive drives that have ended in interceptions. It's become a real defensive battle.
Well, let's see here, Kate. We got 1, we got 2. Do I hear a 3rd interception in a row? I'll tell you this right now. These defenders, they are squashing that thought. The defenders are offensive guys with bad hands because they're making it happen, taking the ball away.
Markers reset, ball at the 37.
Set. Out.
1st and 10 now. Here's Tagovailoa. That's Thomas. He's got it. And he gets down to the 24 before he stopped. It's a 13-yard play, and that's enough for the 1st.
A gain of 13 yards. And the Saints first down.
Running back sent in motion. Tagovailoa on 1st down. This is complete to Schultz. And he gets this down inside the red zone before going out. Halfway to the marker, it's 2nd and 5.
A gain of 5 brings up 2nd and 5.
Tagovailoa working from the pistol. Into the hands of Schultz. And he works this to the 15 before they make the stop. 3rd down, 1 yard to go. Here's Tua again. Getting out to his left. Complete beyond the marker. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, New Orleans. The Saints have a commanding 14-point lead now in the 4th. So he finds his man in space, and then the wideout takes advantage. Nice finish there to take it in for 6.
Yeah, no question about it. We know points are always a premium in this league, and this really becomes a 3 to 4 point play. Right, when you don't have to settle for field goals, you could throw it underneath and your receivers do that much damage in the open field and score a touchdown. That's big time.
So the Saints offense staying on the fields. They're going for 2. Sheds off a rusher. And he's into the end zone. The call pays off. They lead by 16 now. Well, that right there was a beautiful bit of short field artistry, partner, netting them a couple more points following the touchdown.
I love that word, artistry, because that's what you are as a quarterback, right? You have got to sometimes create a picture when there is none there. And this QB, more than capable of doing it, that just so infuses everyone around you with so much confidence, because it didn't have to be perfect. He could scramble and still find a way to create one heck of a beautiful painting.
Fielded at the 7. And the return sets them up just beyond their own 20. The Seahawks and Russell Wilson headed back to the field now. And I don't think we can really call these highlights, partner. Shall we just call them replays as we re-examine his performance so far in this one? 3 interceptions mixed in among his work. It's really limited a lot of what he's been able to do out there. They're out and set, 1st and 10. Looking to throw here and shake off that previous INT. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose, incomplete. Well-timed strike by that defender to knock it free. So that brings up 2nd down. Throwing again is Russ. Finds his target, Robinson. And they've got him behind the line for a big loss. This offense looking to convert as they come up on 3rd down. From the gun, it's Wilson. He's gonna push one deep down the right. And disaster averted. He knocks away the deep ball, incomplete.
The ability to track the ball, right? Ball skills isn't just knocking it away, and that's a beautiful job there, Kate. But ball skills is also being able to track a ball on a deeper throw like that. If he doesn't swat it away.
And they pick him off again! Darius Williams with the eye. Oh, now a lateral, and it's loose! They got their own fumble, and the Seahawks will take over as this gets brought out to the 20-yard line. Offense ready to begin this drive. 1st and 10. Taking the handoff. Now Wilson. Got a man. Robinson has it. And he's going to be brought down after getting this up to the 22. 8 yards to go. Let's see how they approach this 2nd down.
At the 22-yard line.
Wilson now from the gun. And the Saints came marching home, and they dropped him. And that pushes them back. 3rd down coming up.
It's a loss of 14. Brings up 3rd down.
Russ now from the gun. And they pick him off again. Jeff Okuda with the INT. And the Saints get it as he records yet another interception in a career campaign. And as they celebrate the turnover, we're going to shift our focus to one of his teammates who appears to be injured following that play. Team staff heading out to look at him now. They'll get this drive started. 1st and 10. Tagovailoa now working from the gun. Flush down out to his left. Defense too much. The Seahawks drag him down. And the big play drives them backwards. 2nd down coming up. Another try following the sack. Gets this one to Shaheed. And he has it down to the 8-yard line on the play. Chance to move the chains here on 3rd and 4. Now Tagovailoa to throw. And he brings it in for a New Orleans touchdown. The Saints make it a 3-score game in the 4th. When you reach the status that he has around the league, Brock, well, we all at this point expect him to be making plays like this when he's targeted down near the end zone.
Yeah, I think the best thing I can say about this dude is he makes it look easy a lot of the time. And this game, trust me, is never easy. It speaks to how well he plays this position.
The Saints trying a 2-point conversion once again.
21G, 21G.
Point conversion.
Tagovailoa will look to throw. And no connection on the 2-point try. It fails.
You know, no sense in piling on. Pretty clear for everybody to see. He knows he should have had that one. Just didn't watch it in the whole way. And it leaves 2 points on the table.
Patterson now to return it. And this drive will start inside the 25. The Seahawk offense ready to get going once again. And like a swarm of hornets, the coverage has been everywhere this offense has tried to throw it. So many possessions lost to interceptions, as we're being reminded of right here.
Yeah, think about it from a pure mathematical perspective. That's as many as 24 to 20, even 32 points left on the table offensively. That's enough to win a brand new football game. Kept off the board by a secondary. You call them hornets, I call them dancing like a butterfly and stinging like a bee.
I love it. First down, here's Russ. Stays in the pocket. He tucks it and takes off. That play goes for 19 and a new set of downs. Working quickly here. Wilson now, 1st and 10. He'll dump this one off to his running back, complete. And he's short of the first after a mild gain. So we're down to the 2-minute warning here from Seattle. Seahawks trying to make it look a little nicer on that scoreboard. Halfway to the marker, it's 2nd and 5. From the 32. And he'll go down. The Saints make the play. And that pushes them back. Third down coming up.
An 11-yard loss on the play. Brings up third down.
Easy.
Clock working against him here as they hurry to that line.
Go.
Third and long for him here. It's tipped away and it's going to hit the ground incomplete. Defender winning that rep. That brings up fourth down.
Coverage defensively by Jeff Okuda.
Russ looking to throw. Try and push it deep downfield. And it's going to be incomplete. Couldn't connect to extend the drive. So the defense rises to the challenge and gives the ball back to their offense. The Saints enjoying some good field position to start this drive off. 1st and 10 coming up. And he'll cross the 50 and start pushing onto the opposing side of the field. It's an 8-yard pickup, and they're going to have 2nd and 2 next.
Brings up 2nd and 2.
Get set.
Running behind center with Kamara. And he's down. Looks like they made the stop at the 46-yard line. 3 yards there and enough to move the chains.
You know what I like about a 2nd and short run play, Kate? Yeah, I like getting a first down, but you know what I like even more? That's going to set up a play-action pass in a similar down and distance, and that defense is going to have to key on the run.
Throw right side, caught by Thomas. And he has it to the 42 before they make the stop. Halfway to the marker, it's 2nd and 5.
On the Seahawks 42-yard line.
Wow, they're going to pass it here. Schultz with the catch. And he takes it inside the 35 before heading out. So this a win on the road for the Saints. And yet another challenger is vanquished as they continue to carry this undefeated season in November. So for Brock Heward and all of our crew, I'm Kate Scott, wrapping up another edition of the NFL on EA Sports. It's a win for the Saints as we say so long from Seattle.